My motto as a child was, I'll do it myself. I think part of that was to protect myself. I didn't want to feel vulnerable. I grew up with an alcoholic parent who was very unpredictable, and I needed some sort of control in my life. It was all up to me. It was all what I did and what I accomplished that made me okay. I needed people's approval. I needed my father's approval, which I didn't get, but I continued to try. So I did as well as I could and whatever I could, and I never let anyone get too close because I didn't want them to see that I wasn't perfect and that I couldn't do it on my own. I felt empty, always trying to fill myself with either food, exercise, keeping busy, accomplishing things. In 2009, I found out my father was dying from his alcoholism. I hadn't seen him in over 6 years, and some part of me in the back of my head thought, he's gonna be so proud of me to see what I've done, how successful I am, what I've become. But he never asked about my life, or he didn't even know my kids. He was very sick and very frail and not the strong, macho man that I knew growing up. And I wish that I would have prayed with him and for him and let him know how much God loves him and would forgive him for what he'd done. But I didn't. I watched him die. I was alone with him until there was just silence. And again, I felt so alone and so empty. My oldest son was growing more and more distant. He was spending a lot of time away from home. I had no idea he was doing the drugs he was doing until he was a full-blown drug addict. I felt like a failure as a parent. I felt powerless. I felt tired. And so instead of praying, I started drinking. To not think about it, to help with the anxiety, to sleep at night. I was empty. I was broken. I was making terrible decisions. I was isolating myself. I had no friends because I wouldn't let anyone in. I was neglecting my husband, my youngest child. I was neglecting myself. And I couldn't do it myself anymore. So I fell on my knees and I talked to God. I finally talked to him. It didn't matter if it was the right words. I just asked him to help me because I can't do it on my own anymore. Please help me. I surrendered. I shared my burdens with him. I didn't have to carry them on my own anymore. I have a better relationship with my family. I don't try to control everything. When a problem arises, I stop, I step back, and I pray. And instead of automatically reacting or trying to fix, I wait and I listen. I feel peace that I've never known. I'm going to church. I love the community. I love being around people. And I can be vulnerable and it's okay. My name is Christine, and this is how God is moving in my life.